my name's Chris Reardon. This is United Kingdom Talk for Monday, the 28th of November 2011. A very good morning to you. You may notice I'm a little bit brighter. Okay, I'm a little bit brighter. I've been watching a couple of... I don't watch my own shows. Don't think I'm a bit like that, please. Good God. I actually can't think of anything worse than to sit there and listen or watch yourself. No, thank you very much. But I kind of scan through them occasionally. And I thought to myself, the last few shows look a bit dark. And I think it's the same problem that we had with the focusing, and that the pretty little lights that we've got, the little white lights we've got behind us now, are affecting the camera in front. So what I've done, don't worry, I know what you're thinking now, is spent a fortune on studio lights. I certainly haven't done. I've taken my little lamp, here it is, look, it's here, here, look at this, little lamp, right, little lamp, that is usually situated on top of the television, and brought it into the studio, and look at the differences, mate. I'm bright. I'm bursting into brightness. So there we are. So you may think it's a little bit better with the lighting now. Actually, I wish I hadn't moved that now. Oh dear, it's very sort of critical to where you actually put this thing. I don't want you to actually see the light. Do you know what I mean? But have you seen the light? Let there be light. And there was. I'm sorry, we're bursting into religion again as usual. So there we are, brand new light there. A mixed day on Saturday, boys and girls. The good part of it was that my best friend Ron came round to see me. But I think there were more bad things that happened Saturday than good things. Although I did have an entire day and a night off on Saturday. How's that, eh? Very rare I get an entire Saturday off over the last, oh, God, blimey, 20 years or so. Number one thing that went wrong, I bought some new software to DJ from. PC DJ Red. Actually, there's more to this story. First of all, I bought PC DJ Blue from a shop. It seemed to go in to the laptop all right. And when it came to the serial number, the code that you type in, wouldn't have it. It said it was already registered. Got onto PC DJ. Oh, right, you'll have to go back to the shop. Went back to the shop and they said, right, we'll get you something else. And they then sent us the next one up, which is PC DJ Red, which arrived on Saturday. Tried to put it into the machine. No, not having it at all. You know, the times, the things with computers is that nothing is universal. Some software works there, some software... Oh, you haven't got that operating system. Oh, well, it won't work. And it's all like that all the time, you know. So this new software, that won't go on at all. So I've been onto them again, and they said, OK, we've got some new, more PC DJ stuff coming next week. Give us one more try, and if not, we'll refund you that. So that's fine. OK, fine. So I've got to wait for that to come now. I've also got this Soundcard... and I can't get that working properly either. It's supposed to have 4 outputs on it, you know, left, right, left, right. So you can, it's like a dual sound card. If you're DJ, you'll know what I'm talking about. I can't get that working either properly. It only gives me 2 outputs instead of 4. So I don't know what's wrong with that. So I've been trying to sort of upgrade a bit, and completely completely unfortunately for that. Nothing was working at all Saturday. And talking of sound equipment, something else that went wrong Saturday, I had supposedly sold 2 speakers on eBay for £55. Okay, so we've had a couple of emails going to and from myself and the guy that's supposed to be buying them, and we kind of arranged for him to come round here. He asked my address, come round here, because it was a pickup only, very, very heavy, you can't send these things. Pickup only, to come round here on Saturday at 1 o'clock. So Saturday at 11 o'clock I was up. Well, Ron came over anyway. He came over quite early, Ronnie, funnily enough. I'd only just got out of bed. And set them all up in the living room, got the amplifier, everything's plug in. Guess what? He didn't turn up. So that's another thing. I mean, it wasn't even so much the 55 quid. To be honest, I'd spent time setting these up. Everything was working for him to come and listen. Yes or no, do you want these? And he didn't turn up. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate that? What a waste of time. So they've kind of had plastic bags. I'm not going to bother again. I've put plastic bags over them and they've gone like in the shed. So that's it. That's it with those. And then Friday, was it Friday? Yes, Friday I went for my usual swimming down in Wokingham. That was fine. Came back and then I decided I was going to go to Halfords and get an item in there. Got back and then I bought this new bike. I never told you about this. Bought a brand new bike about 8 weeks ago. You remember I was having trouble with the gear slipping on my one? Well, it turns out that the cogs had all worn out. So the bike was about 15, 18 years old. So I decided, right, time for a new bike this time. So I shelled out on a new bike and that was it. And then you get a free service after 6 weeks, okay? I don't know what they tighten things up and whatever. I don't know what they do. Anyway, so I took it down to Crowthorne, which is not far from me, which is where I got the bike for its free service after I'd come back from the swimming pool on Friday. So that was that. Then I got back home, everything was fine and dandy. Then I thought, I'm going to go down to Halfords and buy something in there. It was only a small item. I think, I can't even remember what it was now. Anyway, so I've set off down there, and then guess what? A Puncture, my first Puncture. And it's always on the back wheel, isn't it, boys? Anyone who's on a bicycle or does a lot of cycling, you know, it's always the back tyre that gets the puncture. Never the front one, which is so easy to change. Undo a bolt, pull it off, and it's so easy. No, it's always the back one where the derailleur gears are, and you've got, oh Christ. So that was Friday. So Saturday I thought, well, I'll fix this. Funnily enough, a few days before, my lovely neighbour next door had said to me, do I want this inner tube because it doesn't fit their bikes? And I said, lovely. So I had that, and I thought, well, I'll use this. I don't know. I mean, I'm just not meant to do these things. Now, I showed you, I think, a while back how to do an inner tube, didn't I? And I couldn't get this wheel to sit square and all that, so that was it. So I thought, well, but I managed to do it. So I thought, well, I'll do it on this one. I won't take the wheel off the bike. You know, I'll just undo the thing, pull it off, and push that in and put it back on again. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And I ended up, okay, breaking the valve on the new inner tube, putting it on the bike. Don't ask me how. It's so difficult. And the tyre, I just could not get the tyre back over that rim. I bent 3 spoons with that, you know, the handles of the spoons. I completely bent those, trying to put this tyre back on the damn wheel. What a nightmare. In the end, as I say, I broke the valve, so I couldn't use the new one. I thought, oh, I can't stand it. So I actually took the wheel off and took it into Halfords down the road, and said, can you please do that? And I'm telling these boys this, so there's 3 young lads, and they're just laughing. They're just laughing at me, because Chris Reardon can't fix the inner tube on a bike. I mean, Christ knows, one day I'm going to be quite far, I know what's going to happen, I'm going to be far away from here, and I'm going to get a Puncture, aren't I? And I'll be, I'll be, you know, finished. I'll have to walk for hours back to my home, because I do go quite far on the bike sometimes. I know it's going to happen. Just dreadful. I can't do these things. That's it. Can't do it. Okay? Don't sit there. Oh, it's easy. You are made to... I do believe there are certain things you can do in this world and certain things you can't. I can't fix bikes. I can't play football. I can't... what was the other example I was going to use? I can't draw a picture. If I drew you a picture, you would think it was a 1-year-old. It's that bad. Things I can't do. Things I can do. I can do sound wires. I can do wires. I can do sort of electrical. I can play the piano. I can play organ, keyboard. I can talk publicly on the microphone. I think I can anyway. You know. I could do something. So you know what I mean? There are some things you can do and some things you can't do. So please don't sit there saying, oh, you can do it, it's easy. Because it's not. You have to be in the right mindset to do these things. I can't do it. End of story. Okay. So took it down and that cost me, I think he charged me £12 to have that done. I was quite frankly glad to have it done. And then, of course, I had to put the wheel back on the bike. And it's those damn derailleur gears. What do you do with the chain? Do you pull it back? Do you push it forward? What do you do with it? Oh, anyway, I got this wheel on eventually. I think it's all right. I haven't actually tested it yet. Got to go out and test that a little bit later on. So that was my weekend. While the bike was being fixed, what we did, we put it in Ronnie's car and we went down to the Halfords. We popped in, we thought we'll have a pizza. And there's this pizza place in Bracknell called Frankie Benny's. Okay? I thought, well, it won't be that expensive in there. So we went in there. You know, one thing I don't do, I don't look at the prices. This is my problem. This is my problem. So we ordered, I just had a pizza, cheese and tomato pizza. I think it was pineapples, onions, and peppers on it as well. And I was very naughty. I had a Knickerbocker Glory, boys and girls. Oh, they're delicious. And 2 cups of tea. And he had this chicken salad thing. Poor chicken. I told him, I said, that poor chicken has died. Why did you kill the animal for eating? You know I'm vegetarian. We don't do animals. I'm sorry. It's cruel and unnecessary to eat animals. That's it. It is cruel and unnecessary. So he had that, and he had, I think, a large bottle of water. And was that all he had? I think it was. That was all he had. £48, dear. £48. God's sake. So we won't be going there again. It does seem a bit excessive for those few items, doesn't it, you? Anyway, while we're in there, as I say, this is Frankie and Benny's in Bracknell. A bit slow with the service, but it was very busy. It seemed to be very busy with children's birthday parties. Oh, it was fabulous. 5 times in the space of the hour. I mean, we must have been in there about an hour and a quarter, an hour and 20 minutes. 5 times while we was in there, all of a sudden, these lights would go off and you get Happy Birthday playing through the entire place. And I thought, I was getting quite excited really, because I thought my best friend Ronnie had arranged perhaps for me to have a late birthday cake. And every time the lights went off, I moved all my plates to the side, hoping that a cake would arrive with candles on it. And it never did, unfortunately, boys and girls. Not only did that, I didn't get the strippogram either. There was nothing. There's nothing for me at all, you know? So it was quite nice. 5 times that happens. The lights go out, the Happy Birthday comes on, a cake comes out, blazing candles, and everyone starts singing Happy Birthday, and then congratulations from Cliff Richard. Didn't get anything. I kept thinking that this was going to happen to me. Anyway, time to go, boys. Was that it? Oh, yes. Then I went to pick my wheel up. Got my wheel back, put it on the bike, and that was it. And Ron stayed a bit later. And then he went home. And then, well, Saturday night, actually, I was going to pop out, but I didn't. I stayed in. You catch up with things, don't you? You catch up with things on a night off or a day off. Paperwork, I did. Music things. Did my charts. I have to do weekly charts and things like that. So, and the house is looking rather spick and span. Had to put the speakers away that I'd got out. Of course, I got all this stuff out. You know, and this bloke didn't turn up to buy it from eBay. Oh, well. Anyway, that's it from me today. My email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Being a Monday night, if you're in the London area tonight and you're near Borough, London Bridge, I'm doing karaoke at Belushi's in Borough High Street from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Be nice to see you. If you come down there, you will need photo ID to go in there after 9 o'clock, okay? But if you come down there and you watch this show, please come up and say hello. Hello, my name's whatever. I watch your show. We come down to sing karaoke. I'd like to push you to the front. Don't worry. You will have privileges over other customers. You will, because you're a member of our little happy family. Anyway, I'm going. Email address, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. I'll see you on the next show. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye-bye.